Friends, we've got an insane amount of new and exciting stuff to cover in this video. We're going to be talking about the Invisibomb. We're going to be talking about Frollo and how you can combine the two into a three-part attack that absolutely annihilates Town Hall 13 bases, guys. The new meta is here, using the new troops, the super wizards, using the invisibility spell. We've already got some insanely powerful attack strategies to show you guys. Look at this on the screen right now. The entire core is gone. Everything valuable in this entire base, Town Hall, scatter shots, Eagle Artillery, it's already gone. Even the clan castle is already down. Are you kidding me? Did you miss it? Don't worry. I got like 6 other examples to show you. But guys, this is just shows just how strong this really is. And if I'm knowing Nick, he's probably the one that came up with this because he was the first one over in Tribe that I saw using it. And of course, after that, of course, I had to use it. Me and Trevor were going in FCs on each other's bases quite a bit, trying to figure out how to get these things done. Now, if you think you can just watch a couple of these replays and go do it yourself in war, you might be very mistaken. So a little bit later on in this video, I'm going to share with you some vital tips, all right, that's going to keep you from making those silly mistakes. It's going to keep you from failing with this attack, so be sure to hang in there for that. Look at this, dude. Look at this Lalo. He had an entire Lalo army still used, all right? He barely used any troops with that main deal. What you're going to do is put 4 super wizards inside of a blimp. Then you're going to cook up about 4 invisibility spells and a rage spell to use with that portion of the attack. And as this next attack queues up, we're going to go over how to use that. And then we're going to go over the second stage of the attack, which is going to be the hero dive. There's a specific order to this to get the most value. Now look at this blimp coming in right towards the town hall, right by the town hall, guys. Look at that invisibility spell and look at the rage spell. You can't even see the super wizards in there. They're right behind the clan banner right there. You can barely see them. It's very difficult to see. So that's going to be the first one of the tips. You're going to have to zoom way in. These guys are so hard to see. All right. And look at how they skipped the archer tower and they skipped the expo. That's because those defenses were also covered by the invisibility potion. So you're going to need to do some practice with this to make sure that you get the hang of it. I made lots of mistakes with this early on, and then as I got in more practice, I was able to fix those mistakes. Now, we got the hero dive portion of the attack, all right? Here's another tip for you. You're going to want to do that after you've already done your Invisibomb with the blimp, okay? And the reason for that is you're going to cut out some nice funneling, you're going to cut out some nice value, and you're going to get way more value out of your heroes if you do it after the Invisibomb. Now, look at this, the Lalo portion of the attack, man. We're not going to focus on this too hard, except to say, look at the hounds. Those are the new frozen hounds, the new super hounds. And I got to tell you guys, they are way more powerful than regular hounds. Yes, they do take more camp space at 40, but they've also got more hit points at 10,000. But honestly, the hit points aren't what make them so special. Look at that freeze as they go off. That freeze allows those frozen minions, I don't even know what they call them, to get in some good damage on not just defenses. That's not what we're really looking for here. What we're looking for is freezing those enemy heroes so the frozen minions have a chance to get those heroes annihilated. That's right. When I was doing this attack, honestly, I wasn't even bringing any headhunters. Look at this example that Trevor's going to do right here. Look at how the invisibility spell covers the super wizards but doesn't cover the town hall. That ensures that those raged up super wizards are going to target the town hall. The town hall's down and they're far enough away from it. They did not die to the blast. Now it looks like he's only got 1 or 2 more in there. They are difficult to see. Super wizard's gonna go down. Now notice in his troop bar, he still has 2 invisibility spells. What might you do with that, you might ask? Well, I'm gonna be showing you. First of all, he got that clan castle draw, so he's gonna be able to deal with that with his heroes. And you are gonna generally bring a poison with this attack strategy to help deal with those clan castle troops. Now, heroes are diving their way into the base, that's right, and the Royal Champion's played at the same time too. You want to let the king get out in front, so he's doing some tanking, and watch the invisibility spell on the Royal Champion. He misses that one completely. Oh my gosh. If he would have got the Royal Champion a little bit deeper in with that invisibility spell, he could have saved the ability a little bit longer. But even with that misclick there, he did get one of the invisibility spells in the Royal Champion. That's going to allow him to get massive value out of the hero dive. Remember, they killed the clan castle and still cleared another third of the base. Look at this. Dude, look at this base. There's just not much left to this base at all. Honestly, he doesn't even need the headhunters. I think he's going to play him. They're going to go after the king, which obviously is not a threat to Lalo. Unless your minions are taking forever to get through him, then he can stall you up on time a little bit. But the basic point of this is, man, you're going to annihilate half or 2/3 of the base before you're even starting your Lalo once you get it right. So this one is just down to cleanup. Let's go on to our next attack. All right, guys, next up, we got one more hit by Trevor, and then I'm going to end this out with 2 of my own attacks. He froze the sweeper, he gets the rage down and the invisibility spell nice and early to make sure those super wizards are not getting targeted. Now, guys, they don't have very many hit points. I think I saw they had like 500 hit points, so you have to be fast with those invisibility spells, and guys, that's gonna require practice. If you just cook this up and go try and hit a war attack, I can guarantee you you're not going to get great value out of those super wizards. All right, the timing on keeping those invisibility spells down at the right time and in the right place requires practice. There's no substitute for it. So if the biggest tip you take home from this video is just one thing, take that home. You're going to need to hit a bunch of FCs, practice this timing, and honestly, even once you've got it down, before you go on a war attack, maybe if it's later in the day or the next day, hit a few more FCs first. Make sure that muscle memory is fresh in your mind. And look at this, man. Once again, we've got over half the base already destroyed. I like that Grand Warden ability right there. That group of loons was definitely going down to that scatter shot if he didn't use the Grand Warden ability there. I can't believe none of those loons are pathing. None of them are pathing to the scatter shot. Are you freaking kidding me, man? He played the Royal Champion on the backside. She took out like the bottom section right there. Look how many loons he's got left, all right? With that Invisibomb, he didn't take out any scatter shots because the Ice Hounds and some smart Lalo there, he's still able to swag 2 haste spells, got the scatter shots taken out. Now, we're into my attacks. Look at this. Coming into the compartment, got that early rage, that early invisible spell down. Now, the super wizards, I couldn't see where they were, man. They're sticking right behind that clan castle banner, so I keep dropping those invisibility spells. I got 3 of them left. Look at that. They're taking on the dragon. I gotta get one more spell down, but I'm too late, guys. This is earlier in the practice stuff. This is what I'm talking about. You gotta get down with it. Now, look, I do still have one more invisibility spell. I'm gonna manage to get some great value out of that. Played the Royal Champion right after the King, so she was being tanked for, and look at this. I had an Eagle Artillery, I had a Queen, I had a Scatter Shot and a Sweeper deeper in there, so I went ahead and played not only my last invisibility spell, but also a Rage on my Queen to try and make sure I could save her ability, make sure I could get through that Eagle, Queen, Scatter Shot, and Sweeper. And look at this, man. It's gonna pay off with that ability. I just managed to get that Scatter Shot down. And look at this. There's not a lot of base left. Also, it's a nice thin path left for the Lalo. So as long as I don't completely blow the Lalo, this base is very much able to be tripled at this point because of that opener with the Invisibomb and with the heroes. And here we go, man. Coming in with the clockwise Lalo. Heavier with the first drops, 5 or 6 for those first drops, trying to establish that presence in the core. And then after that, you can scale it down to like 3 loons per defense, or if it's a wizard tower, maybe 4. Just kind of continue trimming those side defenses. Look at how that core group of loons continues to push in towards the town hall. Now, I need my Grand Warden to get in those haste and speed up. He catches up with them. I'm able to pop that Grand Warden ability right as the town hall goes down. And guys, this base is super crushed, all right? Check this out, man. We got a Tesla farm left with, I don't know, 25 loons still up. Ladies and gentlemen, yet another base absolutely smashed by this all-new attack strategy. Now, on this one right here, this is one of my earliest practice hits. I made a number of mistakes that I want to warn you away from. First of all, I was doing my hero dive first, all right? And that's not what you generally want to do. Generally, you want to do the Invisibomb first. So you can see my King's already down, Royal Champion's already taken some heat, and the Invisibomb goes in. Now watch this Invisibomb right here. We got a single target Inferno and a Scatter Shot in this compartment, and I should be able to chain over to the Eagle Artillery as well. In fact, they're chaining over there to that Eagle right now. They already got the Eagle down, but look at where I keep dropping the invisibility spell. I keep making the Scatter Shot invisible, so my wizards are not seeing it. I even drop another rage, so I'm like, why won't this Scatter Shot go down? You have to be careful with those invisibility placements. You got to make sure that you're covering your troops, but not all the way covering the defenses that you want to get down. So look at this, man. I've got kind of a mess. I used up 2 rages on that Invisibomb. I used both of my rage spells on that Invisibomb. Now, I do still have 1 invisibility spell, but I've already used my heroes, and that's going to be the best place to get the value from that, because guess what? If you make a group of loons invisible to the scatter shot, it's just going to target the next group of loons. So using those invisibility spells on your Invisibomb or on your hero dive is by far going to be the best possible use for them. Unless all your troops are in one little area, it's not going to save you from those scatter shots, because they will just target another group. Now this one, because I made those early mistakes, is going to be incredibly close. In fact, honestly, by the end of this attack, I was like, man, I made too many mistakes. That scatter shot didn't go down. It's out in the middle of nowhere. This thing is for sure going to end my attack, and you're going to have to wait and see. It may or may not end this attack, but I wanted to include it in here to show you the mistakes, the things not to make, all right? This is all part of the learning process, and you're going to find, and you're doing practice attacks with this, you're going to find the way that you like to do it as well, the way that works best for you, but take these tips into account, man, all right? Practice, practice, practice. You're going to want to get that timing down. Do your hero dive after your Invisibomb, and then make sure to use any leftover invisibility spells on your hero dive.